In the bustling city of Verenthia, a place where the divide between wealth and poverty was as stark as night and day, lived a young man named Elian. Unlike his peers, Elian bore a secret that he kept hidden from the world. Nestled in the shadowy alleys and under the glimmering city lights, Elian harnessed a power he had been both blessed and cursed with since birth. It was a demonic force that imbued him with unmatched strength and agility, abilities that terrified him as much as they empowered him. From an early age, Elian realized that his abilities were beyond ordinary. His fists could shatter steel, and his eyes could perceive the faintest pulse of life in the blackest darkness. But underneath this immense power lay a deep fear, a fear of losing control and becoming the very evil he despised. Guided by memories of his gentle and wise grandmother, who had told him that power alone does not define a person, Elian vowed to use his powers for good. By day, Elian worked at a humble cafe, blending into the ordinary world, serving coffee to busy city dwellers who hardly paused to inspect the depth in his eyes. But by night, he became the city's silent protector. Cloaked in shadows, Elian utilized his powers to combat the corruption and tyranny that plagued Verenthia. From corporate moguls exploiting the underprivileged to criminal overlords engulfing the vulnerable in their web of terror, Elian faced them all. One night, an anonymous note slipped under his door, turned Elian's nocturnal endeavors upside down. It read, "The orphanage will be razed at midnight. Only you can stop it." Familiar with the orphanage, where he had once been a child before his powers manifested, Elian's heart raced with urgency. As the clock approached midnight, Elian morphed into his avatar of shadow and flame, racing across rooftops towards the orphanage. There he found the diabolical businessman who intended to demolish it to erect a luxury complex. With rage tempered by purpose, Elian confronted him. Shrouded in smoke and embers, he didn't just battle the man's hired thugs, but also the fear within himself, the fear of the power consuming him. But when the dust settled and the dust billowed away, Elian stood victorious, the orphanage safe for another night. In that moment, Elian understood a profound truth. His power was neither his enemy nor his master. It was a tool, a part of him, meant for something greater than himself. He was not a demon to be feared, but a guardian to be depended upon, a force for good in a world that desperately needed it. As dawn broke, Elian retreated into the anonymity the daylight offered him, awaiting the next call of injustice, ready to unleash the demon within when the world required a touch of darkness to see the light.